Hi, Donovan. I'm finally getting around to doing this here. I'm at work, but I'm by myself, so that's good. But I wanted to sit with this a little bit and see what is going to come out. A girlfriend of mine has an erotic deck. I wish I had it. I don't have an erotic deck, so I'm going to try to do the best I can with the question that you have asked. As far as him perceiving you as being tight enough, normally, and it's funny because as women have this concern as well, especially after you have a baby. So it's like, I totally get it. And then plus there's the if you're not, sorry, I had a call there. People look at it as you being promiscuous, and some people are turned off by that. And I will say this Three of Wands, which is the card of good luck, wanted to come out. So I mean, it keeps every time I cut the deck, it's like right there. So we'll see. We're gonna see if that comes out. So I'm going to just do the 3-card spread and just kind of see what comes out. I do have a couple Oracle decks. I just don't have any of the erotic decks. I probably should get one because, people are always concerned about sexual aspects of things. It's just, I have a girlfriend that bought a beautiful deck and I was like, oh. But to me, like the swords are, not swords. Well, to me, swords, but the wands are the ones that are supposedly the phallic symbols. I honestly think the swords are, personally, but that's just me. I don't know. Swords seem more of a phallic symbol, but like the Ace of Wands is supposed to be a big phallic symbol. But to me, because, the wands are a lot of action. So I get that. The swords are more intellect. So that's probably true, but I don't know. We'll see. This magician wanted to come out too. All right. And the Fool. The magician and the Fool keeps wanting to come out. So, obviously the magician is super powerful. And what's nice about it is that you have the Fool, which is card number 0, and then you have the magician, which is card number 1. So it's very, to me, and they're both fairly masculine cards, not gender specific, of course, but they tend to be more masculine cards. So I feel like a really magical, lighthearted, but not lighthearted to the not lighthearted, playful. That's what I'm looking for. So that's what I'm getting from the cards so far. So I'm going to split these in 3. See what we got. No. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And we're going to see if we can't determine, let's see if you can see these guys. And of course they're going to be reversed for you, but nice. We got the Sun, the 3 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. See, again, to me, swords is more phallic. But, swords, obviously, in traditional tarot, can be heartbreak. So the situation is we have the Sun. So kind of what I see here automatically is, a beautiful start. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful start. Possibly a Leo, or somebody who has Leo attributes, which would be somebody who is very confident. On the flip side, can be a little bit of narcissism as well, and a lot of arrogance. I'm attracted to men that are arrogant. So when somebody says arrogance, to me, that doesn't necessarily turn me off, because arrogance can also be a turn on for me. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Cups reversed. What's is funny is you got the happiest card in the deck of the major arcana is the Sun. 10 of Cups is the happiest card of the minor arcana. It's reversed, but that's okay because you're waiting. You're waiting. That's it. That's what it means. You're waiting. You're waiting for the Sun. Waiting for your Sun. Waiting for the Sun to come up, to shine on you. Has not happened yet. You have not met this person yet. That's what this is. This is the situation. Action, 3 of Swords. And what did I say before when I was kind of just meditating, when I was talking to you about this? 3 of Swords is there's going to be some jealousy. There might be some accusations about a third party. Okay, you cheating on me, or and actually, I almost feel like that is going to be used to spice up the relationship. This is an older person that you're going to be meeting, not old, but older than you. So there is going to be a lot of jealousy, there might even be some negative self-talk towards you about you not being as tight or whatever. Is it true? No, it's not. Why? Because you have the Four of Swords on the bottom. Four of Swords reversed. Four of Swords reversed is somebody who, it's almost like that hermit energy would rather be alone. So this is why I'm saying that, like, it's unfounded. Okay. He might try to use that as a weapon against you. I still feel like when I got the King of Cups before, is somebody who's fairly well endowed. Okay. That's going to probably ask you, is this the biggest you've had? This and that. I honestly don't see a problem at all with your fear about worrying about that. I think that for him, he's going to be like, well, hey, you're the biggest, I'm the biggest you've ever had, that kind of thing. I can tell you haven't had guys bigger than me. I think it's going to be kind of like that energy. And he's going to realize that this is who you really are. Somebody who is definitely more internal than external. Somebody who, is celibate, is loyal. Because you got the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. I'm not going to say that it's not going to cause some friction, some heartache, but it's almost to me an energy of a fun game, like a sexual turn on to talk about what other guys you've had, and he's going to be excited that he's the biggest that you ever had, if that makes sense. Outcome. Got the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is, it's kind of again, I see with the Seven of Swords as the outcome, I think a lot of it's very sneaky. It's kind of sly, but I feel like it's more in this situation that you're asking me. It's like a game. It's like playing a game playing sort of thing. Like, haha, I think it's going to constantly come up with this partner is, how many partners have you had? Have you had this many? Oh, well, what about have you fucked this guy? Have you fucked that guy? But I think that's going to be, this is a guy who is confident, but arrogant and insecure enough in his, I don't even want to say narcissism, but insecure enough about the sex stuff. I think you'll be able to convince him, but I think you're going to have to keep convincing him. So the outcome, again, a lot of sexual games, a lot of sexual energy, a lot of sneaky role play type stuff. Because at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil, which basically is about bondage. So this relationship to me is gonna involve some BDSM components too, which I think we talked about before. Definitely some BDSM stuff. Lots of role playing, lots of game playing, in a good way. But again, it's going to be your job to keep, it in check as far as like confirming and cajoling and reiterating that, hey, yes, have I had sex before? Yeah. Have I enjoyed myself like I do with you? Absolutely not. And like I said, I feel like he's going to say, well, I can tell that you've never had a penis as big as mine. I can tell because you're tight, whatever. That kind of talk. I feel like that's how he's going to reassure you in the bedroom, as most men do, So I love this deck, the Seasons of the Witch. I gotta, it's a little oracle deck. It's a little darker. It's not necessarily sexual. I think I should probably get out, maybe I shouldn't use that deck. I want to get my Enigma deck and maybe the Romance Angel deck rather than Seasons of the Witch, because the Seasons, it's a very, not that it's gender specific, but it's a very feminine energy, which I told you are the divine feminine in this. So maybe, I don't know. Let me pull some of these. Maybe we'll see, because it's definitely a very feminine deck. All right. And I obviously you're asking about being the receiver, and I feel that you are going to be the receiver, being the divine feminine. Let's see if I can get anything out of these romance angels. And I think I'm going to have to order an erotic deck because people have questions, sexual questions, and it's, you can translate it with the swords and this, but I think with the erotic deck, you won't have to. Okay, so chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, and I think that is the key that you need to remember. That the role playing and all this stuff is going to be. It's going to work. It's going to be fun. The BDSM is going to work because you guys are going to develop that trust because you have a strong off the charts chemistry, which we talked about before in your other reading that I did. So, and I want to say too, with getting the Magician and the Fool pre-shuffle, is that it is definitely time, because the Magician was reversed. It's time to start manifesting. And I'm sure you do this, setting your intentions. You want to call this person in soon here. So, yep, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's so crazy. This is just what I was saying. Positive thinking, manifesting, bringing this into fruition, because it's starting to be time. I'm not saying that it's time right now, but it's starting to me, it's a good time to start really, really manifesting. Okay. All right. I'm going to take something from the Enigma deck, because this is a good deck for me when it's really unknown. And I feel like for us, the person is unknown, to be honest. You know him on the soul level, but other than that, he's an enigma. He is a mystery man, which is kind of like the Seven of Swords energy anyways. It's this nefarious, sneaky, but fun energy, sly. One of the decks I have, it's actually a fox, which, foxes are foxy, but they're also sly, so you got to watch yourself. All right, so, yeah, nice. Earth, which I know you go by a different zodiac, but your birthday's April 28th, which is actually Taurus. But you said for the Vedic calendar, it's Aries. But anyways, so you have, this is a number 6, nice stable energy. And it's also feminine. See, we got the feminine, because Earth's always feminine. We got the feminine side. So I'm going to read what the Earth is about. And if you see this duality here as well, which is normally affiliated with the Earth signs, but I see when I look at this, some twin flame scenarios here, same intellect, same goals. But I'm going to read what it means here on the deck, because these are so vague. Okay, Earth. Grounding forces, balance, security, materiality, physicality, and stubbornness. Which again, whether you're an Aries or a Taurus, it doesn't matter. Those two signs are, to me, stubborn. Taurus especially, because it's a cardinal Earth sign. So this totally represents you, okay? And to me, I'm going to pull another card, but to me, it's saying it's time to manifest your soulmate. It's really time to kick that up a notch. That's all I'm saying. You want to call in your divine masculine right now, who, to me, I think is either going to be a fire or a water sign. All right, so you got the last quarter. Oh, this is great. So this 2 + 4 is 6. 5 + 1 is 6. Again, 6s are about that equal give and take. Okay, so last quarter. So let's see what this means. So learning how to let go is what this means. Yeah. So learning how to let go and calling in. Again, manifesting. So letting go of past hurts, past things, the fact that you have not been happy in other relationships, and you're not happy until the soulmate comes into your life. I feel like I need to take one more card. I'm going to try to be I'm going to try to be as succinct as I can, because I know you always have questions. Yeah, what did we get here? Divination. Yes, divination, manifestation. Time to call your soulmate in. At least the very beginning stages. So card number 7 is Hold on a second.